Can we afford more defense and aid packages with Americans hurting at home and the debt ballooning? It's a very difficult question. Congresswoman Harriet Hageman joins us to help unravel some of this. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us.
It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you.
I pose this very difficult question to you. $20 billion is a lot of money. I understand that the military complex does require a pretty hefty check. We need to stand by Israel with Iran shooting off threats, but doesn't this aid package put us deeper into war in the Middle East?
Well, it does create that's a legitimate question. Now, what I will say is that Congress is the one that actually appropriated the money for the Israel aid package. Earlier this year, about 2 months ago, we voted on the supplemental aid package, which included $14 billion of additional aid to Israel to help them in terms of, for example, restocking their Iron Dome and those sorts of things. Now, what was troublesome is that the Biden-Harris regime has been withholding that money and withholding those resources. Obviously, they are now privy to additional information in terms of what Iran is trying to do in terms of stirring the pot in the Middle East. And so they clearly understand that they've got to be releasing the funds and the resources that we have already approved as as Congress.
Well, pardon my skepticism when it comes to the Biden-Harris administration and its allegiances in Israel, but they've been very anti-Israel. If you look at their words say one thing, but their actual policies say another. This is ostensibly an example of Biden actually talking the talk and standing with Israel, but I'm sure there's some question marks inside some of this release in aid that you might have as a lawmaker.
Well, absolutely. As I indicated, they've been slow walking and withholding the very aid that was approved by Congress, which not only is a violation of the law that was passed, but also not within their authority to do. So, yes, I've had serious questions about the Biden-Harris commitment to the country of Israel. What they've done just in terms of the policies associated with Iran itself is why we're in the situation that we are. When President Donald Trump was in office, the leadership in Iran was going broke, and we were hopefully going to be able to have an internal overthrow of the Iranian government, which so many people in Iran don't support. Since the Biden-Harris regime came into office and lifted the sanctions against Iran, they have made over $100 billion in oil sales money throughout the world. And so I would point to the Biden-Harris regime as being one of the primary causes as to why we're in the situation we're in the first place. I do not believe that October 7th would have happened if President Donald Trump were still president. I believe that Iran is able to fund all of its proxies, whether it's Hamas or Hezbollah or Qatar or other countries. They have been able to fund these nefarious actors because of the $100 billion that is now in their coffers with international oil sales.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.